Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Terraceum. The students, staff, and parents of Mountlake Terrace High School are proud to welcome you to tonight's Mountlake Terrace Holiday Tournament game between the Edmonds Woodway Warriors and the Snohomish Panthers. This game is being played according to the rules of the WIAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can also help promote sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. And now here is the starting lineups for tonight's game. For Edmonds Woodway, a 6'3" senior, number 0, David Woodard. For Snohomish, a 6'2" senior, number 14, Jacob Sjogren. For Edmonds Woodway, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Trey Holland. For Snohomish, a 6'4" senior, number 20, Kobe McDaniel. For Edmonds Woodway, a 6'6" junior, number 32, Allie Gay. For Snohomish, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Mitch Morris. For Edmonds Woodway, a 6' senior, number 33, Jordan Rice. For Snohomish, a 6'5" senior, number 32, Jake Perry. For Edmonds Woodway, a 6'6" junior, number 40, Ryan Peterson. And for Snohomish, a 6'3" junior, number 42, Cole Bride. The head coach for Edmonds Woodway is Robert Brown. The head coach for Snohomish is Len Bone. Officials for tonight's game, Bob Ames, E.C. Newland, and Paul Evans. We handled the Pledge of Allegiance earlier at an earlier tournament game, so we are ready for basketball. And welcome to the Sound Alive Sports Network. We're bringing you more tournament action here from Mountlake Terrace High School. It is the Edmonds Woodway Warriors versus the Snohomish Panthers. My name is Steve Willits, and I will be taking you through the first part of the game as our announcer for the Edmonds Woodway Warriors, Keith Neely, coming out of a doctor appointment, so he's going to be here a little bit late, but nonetheless, you'll have me for now. I'm also doing the public address announcing, so bear with us if we tune in and out from time to time. Snohomish winning the opening tip-off. Got to this game by defeating Linwood yesterday, 52-48. Going to get a call against Snohomish right off the bat. Foul is on number 40, Ryan Peterson, his first team foul. So Ryan Peterson being called with a foul. Reaching in foul. There is Jacob Sjogren putting up a three-pointer, misses it. Panthers missed the tip-in as well. Edmonds Woodway able to come away with the basketball, and here they come for their first offensive possession. David Woodard swings it over to Jordan Rice. Ryan Peterson looking for a basket down low, throws up a reverse, misses it. Scramble on the ground, everybody going for it. We're going to get a jump ball call here. A little bit of intensity from both teams there right now, if you will, as Allie Gay trying to come up with that ball along with number 32, Jake Perry. Jump ball, possession arrow, Edmonds Woodway. So Edmonds Woodway keeping the ball on the possession arrow. 31 seconds left on the shot clock. Jordan Rice handling it up top. Trey Holland coming over to take the possession. Edmonds Woodway averaging over 80 points per game. David Woodard for three, hits it. David Woodard for three. Woodard getting the first points of the game. He's got 3 games this year already where he's been over 30 points. If you're Snohomish, you do not want number 0 getting hot early. Snohomish passing the ball around right now. Down to 18 on the shot clock. Nice job. Edmonds Woodway trying to trap them. There's Mitch Morris getting his first extensive action of the year yesterday after coming off of a foot injury. Turns it over. Here comes Edmonds Woodway. Woodard looking for Peterson. Almost threw it away. Peterson able to come up with it. Woodard now from 14 feet out misses the shot. It's tipped around. Out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Edmonds Woodaway. Panther basketball. Last touched by the Warriors. Panthers basketball. 6:26 showing on the clock right now. Edmonds Woodaway with a David Woodard three-pointer. The only points of the game thus far. Edmonds Woodaway still looking to trap the Panthers. Morris with the ball. Kicks over to number 42. That's Cole Bride. Driving baseline is Morris getting that basket to go. Mitch picks up his first two of the night. 3-2 Warriors. Mitch Morris. 2 minutes into the game. Ryan Peterson down low. David Woodard kicks it out to Jordan Rice. Edmonds Woodaway doing a nice job of being patient right now as Ali Gay comes over to screen Rice. Pick and roll. He goes down low. Gay throwing up a hook shot. Gets it to fall. Ali Gay. Gay with his first two of the night. 5-2. Edmonds Woodaway with the early lead. 5:36 showing on the clock here in the first quarter. Going to get a reach-in call there as looks as though Ali Gay might have picked it up. And he did, in fact. That's his first team foul. Actually, make that the second team foul. Foul is on Ali Gay. His second team foul. A little confusion over at the scores table as one of the referees came over to see if we'd change the possession arrow. Turns out we had, in fact, done that at the scores table. David Woodard picks off the pass. Doesn't have numbers. He's going to drive anyway. Puts it up. Floats it off the back iron. Tips it up. Misses it. Jacob Sjogren coming away with it. 5:22 to go here first quarter. Edmonds Woodaway. Jordan Rice with a steal. He looks to push. Gets it ahead to Holland. Holland with a layup. Oh, almost makes the basket. It just rims out. He's going to go to the line for two. This trip to the free throw line is brought to you by our From the Stripe sponsor, Edmonds Community College. And Holland steps to the line for two as we wait to see who they're going to call it on. Foul is on Jacob Sjogren. Foul is on number 14, Sjogren. His first. Trey Holland at the line shooting two. Checking into the game for Edmonds Woodaway, number 2, Greg Lazinski. Holland makes the first free throw. Greg Lazinski checks in for the first time for the Warriors. 6-2 score. Foul was, in fact, on Jacob Sjogren. Misses the shot, but Ali Gay there to clean it up. Ali Gay! So Holland doing himself a favor almost by missing that one, and then Gay on the other end, or underneath the hoop, grabs the rebound, puts it back in. 8-2 is our score. Edmonds Woodaway with the early 6-point lead. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Snohomish, who only scored 4 points in the first quarter yesterday against Linwood, struggling here early again, and this time they throw the ball out of bounds. Pass goes out of bounds. Edmonds Woodaway basketball. So right now the Warriors with Lazinski, Holland, Rice, Gay, and Woodard on the floor. Snohomish, Sjogren, Morris, Bride. McDaniel also on the floor, and there's a steal by Perry, the 5th member who we were just about to mention. Gets ahead to Sjogren. Here comes Edmonds Woodaway. Holland with the steal. He's going to go coast to coast. Lays it up and in. 10-2. Trey Holland, coast to coast. Makes it a 10-2 ball game right now. Edmonds Woodaway looking good early here. 4:25 to go in the first quarter. And we're going to get a hand check against the Warriors right now. We'll wait to see who that call is on. Foul is on Woodard, number 0. Foul is on 0. Woodard, his first, 3rd team foul. Only the first or 3rd foul against Edmonds Woodaway. The first foul against Woodard. Daniel looking to check it into Morris. 4:19 to go, first quarter. Snohomish looking to get it across the line, being trapped by Edmonds Woodaway. They find McDaniel down low. However, they're going to get called for a 10-second violation. Len Bone is not happy about it. He's pointing up at the It's called for a 10-second violation. Len Bone is upset. He thinks there was less than 10. Took away an easy basket for Snohomish as number 12 checks into the game. That is Noah Becker. 10-second violation called against Snohomish. Number 12, Noah Becker, checking in for Edmonds Woodway. The referees are conferencing right now. Len Bone was arguing that when they looked up at the shot clock after the ball was already underneath the other basket, there was 24 seconds showing, which meant the play had lasted for 11 seconds. His argument, obviously, is that by the time you shut that clock off, more than a second had elapsed. So, in other words, that ball had been in the air and passed before the 10-second violation. Nonetheless, the referees stay with their argument. They say it was a 10-second, and they give the ball back to Edmonds Woodway. Snohomish able to steal it there as Kobe McDaniel comes away with the basketball. 10-2, 3:57 to go here in the first quarter, and McDaniel just throws that one away. He thought Bride was cutting out. He stopped in his tracks. The ball floats out of bounds. Pass goes out of bounds. Edmonds Woodway basketball. Checking back in for the Warriors, number 40, Ryan Peterson. Ryan Peterson, number 40, checking back in for Edmonds Woodway. 3:50 to go here, first quarter. 10-2 score. Ryan Peterson with the ball. Trey Holland, Woodard fakes a defender up in the air, drives over to the free throw line, puts it up and gets it to fall. David Woodard. Woodard now with 5 points here in the first quarter. Gives the Warriors a 12-2 lead here. We still have 3:24 to go in the period. Edmonds Woodway continuing to press, continuing to trap. Two players wherever the ball is. Ryan Peterson finally steals it, passes it ahead to Holland. Holland with an easy bucket. And Snohomish needs a timeout. Basket by Holland. Peterson with the assist. Makes it a 14-2 game. We'll take a quick break. It's a 30-second break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Sound Live Sports Network.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
And welcome back to the Sound Live Sports Network. Steve Willits along with you temporarily until Keith Neely arrives. 14-2, Edmonds Woodway in the lead early here. 3:07 to go in the first quarter as they continue to lead the Snohomish Panthers. Mitch Morris getting trapped. Noah Becker throws his arms up in the air as if to say, I didn't do anything. Morris goes to the ground, and they're going to call Becker on it. Becker with the foul. His first. Foul is on Noah Becker, his first, fourth team foul. Checking back into the game for the Panthers, number 30, Peyton Plucker. So fourth team foul on Edmonds Woodway, only the first on Becker. 14-12, 14-2, they continue to put on the trap. A nice job by Greg Lazinski to get his hand on that basketball. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. Snohomish will keep it with 29 on the shot clock. Morris with the ball, almost got picked by Holland. Holland got his hand on it. Morris able to keep the possession alive. Swings it over to Sandifer. Ride looking for somebody. All over him is Ryan Peterson. Let's see what the call is here. What was that call? Oh, they're actually going to call a foul on number 20. That's Kobe McDaniel, his first. Foul is on Kobe McDaniel, his first, second team foul on the Panthers. So Kobe McDaniel being called with the offensive foul. Turns the ball back over to Edmonds Woodway. 14-2, David Woodard for three. He hits it. David Woodard for three. Woodard now with 8 points to start this game. 17-2, Edmonds Woodway all over Snohomish. Being double teamed, finally getting the ball over the center line. 3-point attempt by Sandifer, in and out. Snohomish coming away with the offensive board. They lose it temporarily. Woodard finally picks it up, looking to push it the other way. Here he comes. He floats one up from about 7 feet out. A runner misses it. Sandifer coming away with it for the Panthers. 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Getting the ball knocked away again. Edmonds Woodway, we're not keeping steals here, but they've got a ton of them right now. Noah Becker almost carried that ball. Kicks it to Holland. He drives baseline from the right side, misses the shot. Number 20 coming away with the ball. That was McDaniel. McDaniel gets it stolen away. Then we get a kick. Substitution as Brady Edwards checking in. Checking in for the Warriors, number 5, Brady Edwards. Kick ball called on the play. Edmonds Woodway with a new 35-second clock. So 17-2, Edmonds Woodway gets the ball on a kick. Get it down to Ryan Peterson. Ryan Peterson with a little baby hook. Just misses it off the front iron. Snohomish throws it, almost throws it away. It looked as though one of the Snohomish players almost pushed Trey Holland right into the basketball as Holland came up with it initially. Did a mad scramble, and we wait to see what the call is here. It's going to be apparently on Edmonds Woodway as Snohomish looks to inbound. Brady Edwards getting called for the foul. Foul is on number 5, Edwards, his first. Substitutions for the Panthers, number 14, Jacob Sjogren, and number 32, Jake Perry. So they call Brady Edwards with the push. That's the 5th team foul against Edmonds Woodway. Sjogren and Perry coming back in for Snohomish. Morris throws the ball away. However, they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds. Ball was tipped by a Warrior player. Panthers keep the basketball. So Snohomish to inbound the ball underneath the hoop. Trailing 17-2 with 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. Sandifer inbounding it to Morris, over to Sjogren. Looks to swing it from left to right. They finally get it over to Plucker. Jake Perry looking to drive, puts a shot out from about 8 feet out, gets it to fall. Jake Perry. Perry with his first 2 for the game. It makes it a 17-4 ball game. Trey Holland with a long 2, misses it. Nice hustle by Noah Becker to grab the rebound, gets it back to Holland. Pulls it back out, throws it to Edwards. Picking up a screen from Lazinski. Over to Holland. Holland fakes a shot, finally kicks it over into the corner to Becker. Becker for the long shot. Off the back iron, bounces out to Peterson, who grabs the rebound and throws it up to the front, the top rather. Starting the offense over, 48 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's all Warriors so far, 17-4. Holland looks to drive the lane, lost the ball. They're going to say that nobody touched it. It's out of bounds, Panther basketball. Last touch by the Warriors, Panthers basketball. Checking in for the Panthers, number 20, Kobe McDaniel. So 41.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter as Kobe McDaniel checking back into the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Trey Holland goes for the pick and got a little more than just the basketball. He's going to get called for the foul. It's the 6th team foul against Edmonds Woodway. First on Trey. Foul is on number 3, Holland. His first 6th team foul against the Warriors. Gives Snohomish a new 35-second clock, so now there's a 1-second differential between the two. Sjogren gets it over. Almost had that pass picked off. Plucker recognized that it was going to come up short and jumps in front of the defender. Hits the deck and then ends up traveling as he's rolling around with the basketball. And give Ryan Peterson a lot of credit for forcing that one. Traveling called on Snohomish. Edmonds Woodway basketball. So 26.1 seconds to go here, first quarter. 17-4 is our score. Edmonds Woodway with a 13-point lead, and they almost look content to take the final shot here of the first quarter of play. Holland looking to pick up a screen from Edwards. He's going to drive the lane, puts a shot up, trick shot, gets it to fall. Trey Holland. Last shot of the quarter. It is not good, and it is all Warriors here in the first quarter. 19-4 is their lead. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Sound Live Sports Network. That is the end of the first quarter with our score, Edmonds Woodway 19. And welcome back to the Sound Live Sports Network. Edmonds Woodaway with a 19-4 lead as we head to the second quarter of play. Snohomish to inbound. Snohomish with the basketball to start the second quarter. I mentioned they only scored 4 points in the first quarter against Linwood yesterday. It was 14-4. They managed to come back and win that game. Edmonds Woodaway might be a different story, however. Let's see what happens here. 8 seconds in, we got a foul called. Foul is on number 33, Rice. His first, 7th team foul. Sjogren at the line shooting 1-1. So the foul was called against Jordan Rice. His first. It was the 7th team foul, which puts Snohomish at the line shooting 1-1. Jacob Sjogren picking up his first point of the game. Looks to make it 2 and misses. However, Jake Perry there to get the offensive rebound. Sjogren for 3, misses that shot. Another offensive board. This time Plucker gets it. Swings it back out. 19-5 is our score right now. Edmonds Woodaway continuing to lead. And we're going to get a hand push against Edmonds Woodaway. This is the 8th team foul. That will send Sandifer to the line. We wait to see what it is. It's called on David Woodard. And on that note, Edmonds Woodaway is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the Sound Live Sports Network. That was on number 0, David Woodard, his second. 8th team foul. Woodaway calls his 30-second And welcome back to the Sound Live Sports Network. Kyle Sandifer about to step to the line shooting 1-1. Kyle Sandifer to the line shooting 1-1. And that was the 8th team foul against Edmonds Woodaway. Sandifer misses once again. Perry gets an offensive board off a missed free throw. Sandifer for the 3, misses it. Scramble for it. Edmonds Woodaway doing a nice job on the offensive boards. That's one thing that they have done fairly well tonight. It's the rest of their game that they're struggling with against this tough Warriors team. Doing a nice job of swinging the ball right now. That's Plucker with the ball up on top. Henry Tillman, number 4, is checked in. And Ali Gay picking up the foul as Sandifer goes to the hoop, and he's going to go back to the line. Ali Gay with the foul. Foul is on number 32, Gay, his second. Plucker to the line shooting 2. That was actually Plucker at the line. He missed the first free throw. He's got one more. Checking back in for the Warriors, number 40, Ryan Peterson. Also checking in, number 21, Eddie Sear. Warriors making a few substitutions as well as Eddie Sear checks in for the first time. Ryan Peterson also checking back in as Plucker hits the second of the 2 free throws. And Keith Neely's just walked back in, so we'll get him onto some headphones here in a minute, and he'll be bringing you the rest of the game here as Edmonds Woodaway still looking at a 19-6 lead. David Woodard swings it over to Brady Edwards. Eddie Sear in the corner for 3. Off the back iron, goes into the air. Grabbing it with the rebound is Ryan Peterson. Throws it out to Woodard for 3. He hits. David Woodard for 3. Keith Neely, how are you?
What do I know?
22-6. You haven't missed much on the Snohomish side, but you've missed a little bit of action from the
Some
team in
fireworks, EW fireworks already, huh?
Surprise, surprise, right? The team that's been explosive all year, and they're continuing it here tonight. Nice play by Jake Perry. Put his shoulder down. Jordan Rice went flying. Perry misses the shot. Rice thinking about a 3, fires it up, misses it. And Keith Neely, are you ready for some action here?
I think I can jump in whenever you're ready to resume PA duties.
Wait till there's a dead ball here. As Rice missed 2 shots. Here comes Snohomish, and I'll let you grab it.
All right. 6-12, second period, 22-6, and Snohomish reeling a bit.
Woodard.
As David Woodard puts another one of his menagerie of shots in. He's got, a couple of 3 threes, and 3 deuces to his name. So hitting from all spots on the floor early. backdoor pass and a foul call. So it'll probably take me a half to get caught up, at least as far as my score sheet goes, but we'll manage. The other little nuance to this, as far as jumping into the play-by-play seat, is that I just had my eyes dilated from an eye appointment, so everything's a little bit of a halo.
As the 10th team foul puts him in double bonus. As
That
Edwards
foul
picks up
will
his
go.
second. Jacob Sjogren to the line, shooting 2.
That foul will go against Brady Edwards, will be his second personal foul, a double bonus for Snohomish. And 2 on the way, and that one made good by Sjogren. That will be
checking back in for the Panthers. Number
his
24,
second
Mitch Morris.
free throw made. He hit one earlier. And now we'll see what he can do with the double bonus. That is also good. So not quite scratching double digits through 2 quarters. A quarter and a half, perhaps. And here is Rice right to the rack with a right
Count the
hand up
basket.
and in
Jordan
over the
Rice.
top of Mitch Morris. Morris with that good body extended upward on the defensive side. But Rice was able to cup it with that right hand and
number
elevate to the
24,
rack
Morris.
for the deuce.
His first. Rice to the line, shooting the bonus.
Rice, a deceptive first shot, or first step, misses the free throw. He is a very lanky kid. It can explode with that first step. And now knocked out of bounds. Will get a consultation on the baseline. If someone was in and over, if it was knocked out last by Snohomish or knocked out of bounds by the green-clad EWHS Warriors. Now we'll go and get the third opinion. I think we've got quorum. Alternating possession is what the call was. So it'll alternate back after both knocked it out of bounds. They will alternate it back to Edmonds Woodway. They had the arrow. So both teams knocking
Edmonds
it out
Woodway with the
simultaneously.
basketball from the
They'll
possession
get
arrow.
it into Peterson, right back to Woodard. Stops without hardly looking at the hoop. Rice elevates, gets the rebound. Offensive glass, now stolen away. It's Sjogren with it to the rack. He elevates
Jacob
in.
Sjogren
With the last
basket and
4
steal.
points for Snohomish. He's got 5 of the 10 Panther points. The Black Cats struggling to create offense. Here's Edwards. He'll stop, but he gets blocked. And another chance. Morris will drive it up with on the right side. He'll try to scoop it up and in.
Mitch
Morris showing no ill effects of that leg injury or that foot injury that he had on the football gridiron before basketball season. Had to sit out a little bit. Steve Willits probably informed you of all that goodness early on. 4:51, 26-12. Now Edmonds Woodway struggling a bit to find the offense after the Rice three-point play was unsuccessful. And now Morris will bounce it back to Sjogren, top of the key. Has Brady Edwards guarding him tightly in man-to-man defense. McDaniel bowls over Rice, and they're still tied up underneath. A 3-ball on the way, no good. Peterson blocking out the long lead pass. Now we'll finally get a call, and these two referees now are going to talk both of these squads out of any sense of trouble. We've got a foul
That
against
was on number 30, Plucker, his first.
Peyton Pucker. That'll be Plucker.
Checking
That'll
back
be
into the
his
game for the
first
Panthers,
personal
number
foul.
42,
Checking
Cole
in
Bryan.
will be Noah
Checking in for the
Becker
Warriors,
replacing
number 3, Trey
Edwards.
Holland, and number 12,
And
Noah
also
Becker.
Trey Holland re-enters the ball game. He'll replace Rice. So Rice tangled up on the right in the middle of the key with Kobe McDaniel. Those two really unrelenting. They did not want to give in to the other one. They both end up on the deck. There's the little pass by Sear.
David
Great assist,
Woodard.
seeing Woodard streaking down
Sear
the
with the
right-hand
assist.
side of the lane and puts it in. Woodard lighting up the score sheet. Morris, a pass out to Perry. Perry triple down.
Jake Perry.
Lighting it up from the right corner. Perry makes it a 28-15 game. There's the Sear shot, no good. It rattles in and out. And that was last touch by E-Dub. That Cole Bride got the handle on the leather inside the baseline. Poked away there, and now Rice will check in for Woodard. Back into the ball game quickly.
Back
We'll
into
see
the
if
game
the
for the Warriors, number 33,
shenanigans resurface between number 33 and number 20, guarding each other here tightly. They finally get it in to McDaniel. Those two, no love lost, certainly. Almost stolen away by Sear. Now Rice jumps in. Holland will pick it up off the deck, and here comes Edmonds Woodway on the move. Pass over to Becker is a little errant, but he still is able to corral it and put it up and in. Noah Becker, his first deuce of the afternoon or the early evening. He was very helpful off the bench not that long ago, a day ago. Some quick, instant offense. That foul will go against Holland.
That was on number 21, Sear.
Eddie Sear, rather. Sear with the foul. It will send
Cole Bride at
past the
line,
double
two.
bonus, but it'll send Cole Bride to the line to shoot a pair. Noah Becker with 12 points off the bench in yesterday's affair versus Battleground. And Bride misses both. And now a foul on the ensuing inbound on the rebound. Plenty to give.
That was on number 42,
That'll go
Bride.
against Bride. That'll be his first personal foul.
On the Panthers. Checking back into the game for the Warriors, number 0, David Woodard.
Woodard, the high man on the points. There's a block. Noah Becker's shot denied. Out it goes to Holland. Holland will stop and pop a 17-footer in and out. Peterson had a handle for a moment on the rebound, and it'll be Perry that lets it ride out of the sideline, out of bounds, back to the Panthers with 2:51 to go. "15-point Edmonds Woodway lead. And it took into the second quarter for Snohomish to draw double digits on the scoreboard. The kick out underneath the Bride. Bride will take a dribble drive back to Mitch Morris. Morris draws a double team himself, so finally get to the rack. Has to put it up high. Blocked by Peterson on the offensive rebound. Here comes Rice. He'll split the wickets and head up with the right hand. Jordan Rice. Rice with 4 points now. Add the first bucket on the and one chance. And now we'll bring it back to this end. Still not entirely sure. We've got an intentional foul call. That's the call. Sandifer will check in at the whistle. And right now there's some interesting discussion on which end to shoot the penalty on. They finally bring the ball back here to the west side of the gymnasium, where Jordan Rice will attempt the 2 free throws. So we've got an intentional foul.
That was on number 20.
They finally unravel this. It takes a little bit. But nonetheless, we'll put Rice on the line to shoot a free throw or 2.
Intentional foul. It gives
Brought
Rice
to you by our
2
From the
free
Stripe
throws.
sponsor, Edmonds Community College. And there's the second one. Tough. Sitting in a partially empty gym, all by
Checking back in
yourself,
for the
shooting
Panthers,
free throws.
Number 34, Kyle Sandifer.
Sandifer checks back in. Rice with both free throws now with 6 points.
Foul means that Edmonds Woodway also gets
Through
possession
the
of the basketball.
first half of play. 2:15 remain in the half. And Edmonds Woodway will get the leather back after the intentional foul right underneath. Peterson got bumped, but puts it up and in. Peterson now with 4 points, or was that his first two? That's his first deuce, I'm being told. And now a foul call the other end, and we're getting close to the one-on-one situation now. It is that. That foul will go against Bride. That'll be his second personal foul.
42 Bride, his second.
And Noah Becker to the line.
Foul.
Brought to you by Edmonds Community College.
Shooting 1-1.
Like the effort that Noah Becker brings off the bench, especially on the defensive side of the floor. Puts the first of the bonus in. Edmonds Woodway beating Battleground a day ago and now facing the Panthers in back-to-back games. And Peterson got a good rebound, tried to get a touch pass off to David Woodard. And can't get it done. 17 points for David Woodard, and Trey Holland hits the deck, slides out of bounds. Last touch by Holland and out of bounds.
Warriors, Panthers basketball.
Kind of
checking back into
shrugs
the game
his
for the
shoulder
Panthers.
and
Number
says,
30,
hey, what the
Peyton
heck? I thought
Plucker.
Morris got it, or at least something happened there. I didn't go down by myself, but nothing answered. Head coach Len Bone not liking what he's seeing on the officiating side of things, is right in the ear of the referee. And he's still into the referee. You can probably hear him in the background, not pleased at all. Kind of letting things settle down, and the referees got a little interesting, a bit heated in front of the Snohomish bench. Now Morris will bring it back across the double team, almost picked off. They finally will flick it back, and it's still a loose ball. Back and forth like a big pinball machine, and finally Morris will turn it around on the reverse lay-in through the lane. Morris with 6 points tonight. And there's an alley-oop pass. Becker had it. Couldn't get it to fall on an oop attempt by David Woodard. And Tillman off the bench. She will enter at the next whistle with $1:30 remaining here. And now a collision as Becker and Plucker end up colliding, and we've got an offensive foul.
Here we go, red, Pluck, red. Come on now.
And that foul will be charged to Peyton Plucker. That is his
30 Plucker,
his second personal foul, and
8th team foul.
they will get the basketball back rather than shoot free throws, because that was an
Offensive player
offensive
possession
foul
So no free throws being
on
shot.
the
Edmonds Woodway
illegal
basketball.
screen. So bodies hitting the floorboards all over the Terraceum in this one. And a 20-point EW lead with $1:24 to go. Trey Holland, a little shake and bake out to Becker on the right-hand side, now to Woodard. Man-to-man pressure, screen picked up. Good help defense by the Panthers. Pump fake and a tee on head coach Len Bone. Just a little bit over the top, says the referees. We'll need to back it down a notch. And a 20-point disadvantage, and can certainly be frustrating for a head coach, no doubt.
Technical foul called against the Snohomish bench.
David Woodard will shoot the technical foul shot. He'll get 2, and Edmonds Woodway will get the ball back. 19 points for Woodard after the 2 free throws go down, and EW will get the ball back. Woodard is the deal. Boy, nice spread in the Herald a couple of days ago on this young man. Outstanding basketball player. And now we've got a block call on the Panthers. That will go against Bride, will be his 3rd foul. And now the crowd getting into it a little bit. Not happy with the call at all. And
10th
Edmonds
team
Woodway
foul.
will shoot 2 free throws now as we're both in the bonus. And
Jordan Rice to the line, shooting 2.
fans not happy. Snohomish coaching staff not happy. But here we are. Free throws by Rice. He's hit a pair on the intentional
Number 50,
foul
Jonah
call.
Judd
Now we get a
checking
pair
into the
here in
game
the
for the
double
Panthers.
bonus. And checking in is Judd, Jonah Judd for the Panthers off the bench with a $1.05 left here in the half. Rice back to the free throw line, has hit 3 of 5 on the day and make that 4 of 6. Good free throw shooter is Rice. 8 points for Rice. And then still unrelenting full court pressure and a one-handed bullet into the
Panther pass
bench of
goes out
Edmonds
bounds.
Woodway.
Warriors
A
basketball.
turnover back to E-Dub with 56.3 seconds to go. Slowing things down at the request of head coach Robert Brown. 3 on the way, no good. Tillman up, got the rebound, back to Becker. Becker with a smooth move in the
Noah
lane, up
Becker.
with the right hand and in. 43-17, Becker now has 5 in first half play. Here is Sjogren with the right hand. That one swatted away by Becker and out of bounds.
Last touched by the Warriors. Panthers basketball.
Panthers faithful still not happy with the calls on the floor right now. And Sjogren gets the inbound pass, will reverse it, looking for Sandifer, fumbles the football and is loose on the turf. Becker to the lane, falls down, and it is a travel violation. Becker got his feet tied up, and it will be a Panther basketball. Becker went right to the stripe thinking he was going to shoot free throws, but no. And 15 seconds
last
on the
touched by the
clock
Warriors.
now. They'll
Panthers
walk back,
basketball.
and I think both teams will be happy to get into the locker room at the half and just take a deep breath. Here goes Morris. Or a left hand up to the glass, gets his own rebound, puts it right back up. No, one more tip in, no, and 1-0. And a fling, a wing and a prayer by
And
Jordan
that is
Rice.
the end of the
Almost
first
hits
half.
the
Our
rim. That
score,
one got
Edmonds
close.
Woodway Warriors,
That was in the
43.
stratosphere
The
anyway
Snohomish
before it
Panthers,
came down.
17.
And Edmonds Woodway will take a 43-17 lead into the halftime locker rooms. And we'll take a break ourselves on the Sound Live Sports Network. A wild one through 2 quarters of play. We'll be back in just a moment.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the West Coast Conference are playing? Who won the game last night and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on westcoathletics.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making westcoathletics.com the place to view official scores, schedules, standings, and photos for all the schools and all the sports in the West Coast Conference. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and check out westcoathletics.com, the official website of the West Coast Conference.
Welcome back on the Sound Live Sports Network. Keith Neely with you, working the magic here on the mixing board. It helps to have the mute off if you want to talk on the microphone. Edmonds Woodway enjoying a large lead, 43-17, after beating Battleground yesterday in a pretty much an open contest, much like this one it is. They got out early but used their defense and pressure in order to create easy buckets in transition. And right now, really running away with this one on the backs of David Woodard and Jordan Rice really early. David Woodard with 17 points early, including 3 triples to get him there. Trey Holland has 7 points. Noah Becker with 5. Ollie Gay with 4. Jordan Rice came on late, including 4 straight free throws to give him 8 points for the half. And Ryan Peterson threw in a deuce also, and that rounds out the Edmonds Woodway scoring the 43 and a half. Not too shabby for a high school basketball team. Much like yesterday, Snohomish Panthers struggling in offense early, had trouble against Linwood through 3 quarters, did not hold the lead until midway through the 4th quarter in the game yesterday, and then was able to put together some pretty good offense in order to get that one. Once they got the lead, never relinquished it. And for Len Bone and company, that has to be what they're going to try to get after as far as some offense in this second half. They were able to ride Mitch Morris off the bench for a lot of their output yesterday. We'll see what they draw up in the locker room today. Morris only was 6 points in early going. Remember, this is a team that did not crack double digits until midway through the second quarter of play. It was about 3 minutes in before they were able to reach the double-digit mark. So they have some struggles on the offensive side early, at least breaking the pressure of this Edmonds Woodway smothering defense. Jacob Sjogren with 5 points, right behind Mitch Morris in the scoring. Jake Perry also with 5. And the only other Panther to get on the board as far as scoring is a free throw from Peyton Plucker, and he has 1 to his credit. And that is the round out on the scoring for the Snohomish Panthers. Panthers will, I believe, play Kamiak the Knights in their next affair in next week's matchup in 4A Wesco Conference play. And Kamiak Knights certainly a quality ball club, so it'll be interesting to see if they can weather the storm here against the Edmonds Woodway Warriors and put something together, at least get a little conditioning, get the rust off, and pick up a few things as far as team play goes before they go in and face the Kamiak Knights. We'll get you the schedule of both these teams here in a moment. So we are going to take another quick break with 1:45 remaining here in the halftime contest, and we will be back on the Sound Live Sports Network. Thanks for being along. The Mountlake Terrace Holiday Tournament, 19th year in a row, a great tradition, and we'll see you on the other side. We'll be back.
Number 3, Trey Holland, 7 points. Correction, Trey Holland, 9 points. Number 12, Noah Becker, 5. 32, Ali Gay, 4. 33, Jordan Rice, 8. 40, Ryan Peterson with 2 points. And number 0, David Woodard, 17 points. Snohomish to inbound to start the second half.
Welcome back on the Sound Live Sports Network. Snohomish will take possession to open up the second half of play here on the Sound Live Sports Network. Keith Neely, Steve Willits alongside, now taking on PA duties. He's the everything guy here at Mountlake Terrace High School. Has a little bit of everything he's responsible for. Back out to Woodard, pump fake. He'll give it to Rice. Now back to Woodard. Thought about the three. And these two just playing a little two-man game in the left-hand side. Why not? Both can score the rock. Trey Holland with 21 points led the scoring yesterday. Woodard right behind him with 22, and that a turnover. Rice trying to find Gay in the middle. Morris takes it away. Now Perry into some trouble. Will kick it back out to Morris. Morris with that left-hand dribble. Now will cross over into the corner. Deep shot. On the way, no good. Woodard with the block out will have to relent as good anticipatory defense by Cole Bride will steal it away. And now here comes Trey. Right up with the left has Morris gunning at him. He foul call after both of them end up well into the mat beyond the backboard and the end line. That will go against Mitch Morris. That'll be his first. Second personal foul on Morris since Raider got the wrong score sheet here. And get you the right one. Trey Holland drops in the free throw, the second on Morris. That is true. And the lefty pops another one in. 3 for 4 on the evening from the free throw line is Trey Holland, brought to you by Edmonds Community College. McDaniel with the left-hand dribble. Finally crosses it in, back to McDaniel. Nice kick out to Morris for the long three. That one just draws air, offensive rebound. Goes to McDaniel, now a foul underneath. As Gay ends up grabbing his left eye. Ended up getting poked at unintentionally by
On number 24,
McDaniel. That'll
Morris,
be his third.
Second team
Yeah,
foul on the
make that
Panthers.
Morris. Morris with the foul, my bad. Get the eraser out here on the score sheet. 6:41 to go, third quarter, 45-17. Edmonds Woodway with the lead. Holland across the timeline. We'll give it to Gay. And we'll give it right back on the give and go. Asking for a screen, he won't get it. Now David Woodard with the hesitation, splits the defenders, goes up with the right hand, no good. It's ripped down by McDaniel. Here comes Morris across the timeline in a hurry. We'll kick it back out, ask for it back. Over to Sjogren, down into McDaniel. Gets it right back, little give and go, and a great one. Splits the defense. Three coming at him. Was able to get it over the top. Jacob Sjogren with the score. And it's 45-19. Peterson, an offensive rebound, tries to get it back to Gay. Gay goes up, has it partially blocked, and then Peterson tries to stick it in on a tough angle. And both of them fall off. Still 45-19. And you got to start this string of offense somewhere. Morris will pull up. That left that one just short. Offensive rebound and put back Cole Bride. First bucket of the evening for Cole. And it's 45-21. Things starting off a little better in this half than they did the last for the Black Cats of Snohomish. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Holland stops and pops. That'll rim out. Gay with the offensive rebound. Little baby hook will rattle around and knock off. Morris grabs a rebound, and here comes Snohomish getting together a mini run up to the elevation. Climb the ladder, and had it denied by Peterson. Here's Woodard, took a few steps.
David Woodard.
A little Euro step, and right up with the right hand. Woodard adds to his 17-game high with a deuce there. 19 points. And stolen away by Rice. Long lead pass, and he'll add to it even more here with 21 now.
Woodard,
and as nice of a start as Snohomish had, quickly a couple of turnovers in defensive lapses, and Holland will go right up and put it in. So now things getting a little more difficult protecting the basketball for Snohomish, and it's a 30-point lead, 51-21. The head coach for Edmonds Woodway, Robert Brown, asking for a little more out of his defense. He wants to push it even harder. There's Peterson on a nice wraparound. McDaniel falls to the deck. Recovered by Peterson. Long lead pass to Holland. 2-on-1. They go to Woodard. Left side. Count it.
David Woodard.
Some
Holland
highlight reel stuff happening there. And now a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. Snohomish just trying to stop the bleeding. Ryan Peterson able to get the rebound.
30-second timeout.
Got the ball up in the front court to Trey Holland, who whipped a no-look over to David Woodard and put it in. Fun stuff on the Edmonds Woodway side. Not so fun if you're a Snohomish fan. This is those type of games you just try to hold on and make do. 53-21, 32-point lead with 3:51 to go, third quarter. And after the timeout, Snohomish will inbound, try to settle things down, slow down Edmonds Woodway in some way, shape, or form. 2015 Mountlake Terrace High School Boys Holiday Tournament here at Mountlake Terrace High School in the Terraceum on the Sound Live Sports Network. There's a foul call. I've been in the area about 25 years, and I certainly remember a large number of these being some fun ones. We had some great talent come through this tournament. Henry Tillman charged with that foul, his first personal foul, and into the corner they give it to Sjogren, trying to get out of some trouble into this trapping defense. Picking up the dribble as Perry is just trying to get rid of it. Goes through a couple of Edmonds Woodway players, and now a three on the way. Got it. Jacob Sjogren continuing to pour it in. He had 5 in the first half and already 5 here in the third quarter at 3:09 mark. 53-24. Edmonds Woodway out in control early, really have not struggled at any point in the game. And a lot of Snohomish fans would argue that they had some help in doing so, with the referees not really being too courteous to their side. And that foul will go against Jake Perry, his
32
first.
Perry, his first. Third team foul against the Panthers.
They get it into Brady Edwards, who stop and pop, has it blocked. Perry got up and after it. Now a run in on Tillman. There's a foul call and a good one on Kyle Sandifer. Hits the deck and hard. And he is slow to get up. Tillman is slow to get up. Both of them hurting. And now they'll take Tillman. And because he came out, the head coach came out onto the floor, they're going to have to take Tillman off the floor. Tillman having some problems with some injuries.
That was on number 4, Tillman, his second.
Knees and ankles, of course.
Checking in for the injured
Pretty
Tillman,
delicate
his
things of a
number 2,
good
Greg
basketball
Wazinski.
player, good football player. Edmonds Woodway needs that kid healthy as a program. So Tillman
Kyle
charged with the
Sandifer
foul.
at the line,
That will be
shooting 2.
his second personal foul. And at the free throw line, Kyle Sandifer to shoot a pair, misses the first. Free throw is brought to you by Edmonds Community College. Referee asking to have Noah Becker tuck in the jersey. Becker with a smile does just that. The second one up and off the mark. Rebound Lasinski. Greg Lasinski into the ball game. There's the right hand dribble by Holland. Hesitation right to the move to the right hand. No good. He almost faked himself out of his own shorts there going up right hand. Good move. Long kick to Sandifer. He'll shoot the 3. Left that short. Offensive rebound. Right back to the kick out. Sandifer will go up right hand. Had that partially blocked. Now Holland. Reverse lay-in. Got it!
Hey!
Holy
Holland
smoke,
with the
Trey
basket.
Holland with a circus shot. I don't think in a horse game he could hit that one twice. And a $1:58 to go here in the third quarter, 55-24. He'd tell you he could. No doubt about it. And a foul on Noah Becker will be his second personal
That was on
foul.
number 12, Becker.
And now Woodard will re-enter the contest, replacing Holland.
Non-shooting foul.
Holland
The third
leaves
foul
with
against the Warriors in the half.
13 points to his credit, and that one stolen away. A very easy inbound pass, nicely
Noah
anticipated
Becker.
by Noah Becker, who has 7. 57-24, and that's just being smart with the basketball. If you're Snohomish, realizing who's where. And that one poked away by Becker again, right to Woodard, who lays it up
David
over the top of the
Woodard.
cup. And
Becker
David
with the
Woodard
assist.
already 8 points here in the quarter to add to the 17 in the first half. And Len Bone has seen enough of the group on the floor. He's going to do a wholesale 5v5 substitution, the platoon style. With 1:10 to go, they'll kick it out to Woodard with a 3 on the way. Smooth arcing shot, no good. Peterson and Tillman, or excuse me, that's not Tillman, that's Becker that kind of poked the ball away from one another. They'll inbound up to Perry. Perry down in the corner, popping back out top. The set shot from Sandifer, no good. And it'll be Peterson with the rebound. Falling out of bounds, has to give it to Edwards. And now here's Becker. Becker up and in, over the top. Right down Broadway goes Noah Becker. He's got 9. And with 35 seconds to go here in the quarter, not quite enough to eat up all the shot clock. And that one, a Sandifer
Pass goes out of
pass
bounds.
into his own bench.
Warriors
and now we'll get the
basketball.
whole full group.
Allie Gay
Switching
checking in for
things
the
up
Warriors.
for Snohomish. Jeffrey Smith will go in.
New 5
Riley
checking in for the Panthers.
Responte,
Number 12, Jeffrey Smith,
and then we've
24,
got Kyle
Mitch Morris.
Colbride back in.
10, Riley Responte. 50,
And who else am I
Jonah
missing?
Judd.
Jonah Judd also re-enters the ball game. Came in right before the half. Now Woodard into Gay. Gay one bounce up with the right hand. He'll put that in. Ollie Gay has 6 points, 63-24. Morris will try one last shot. Has it partially knocked clear, and that will be the end of quarter number 3. 63-24.
The Edmonds Woodway Warriors.
And Edmonds Woodway enjoying a sizable lead now.
24.
Will come back for the final 8 minutes on the Sound Live Sports Network.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the West Coast Conference are playing? Who won the game last night and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on westcoathletics.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you
Back
know
on the
it's
Sound
accurate
Live
and up
Sports
to date.
Network. Keith Neely courtside along with Steve Willits. Angelo Como down in the control room.
Woodway to inbound to
Executive
start the
producer
fourth
Teresa
quarter.
Whipple alongside. Edmonds Woodway comes out of the timeout, and David Woodard immediately goes over and asks Coach Brown what he'd like to run. Edmonds Woodway finding a different defense most likely, and David Woodard just lifts and scores. That's that easy. And he may match his first half output of 17 by the time this is over, unless we get into some B player time. Offensive rebound, and the putback falls off. Gay with it now. Couple of chances for Bride, but can't get it to stick. And EW will come back in. There's Lazinski along the baseline, back out to Woodard. They'll get it into Gay. Gay with one bounce, tries to put it up, and is fouled in doing so by Morris. That may be Morris's 4th foul. We'll see. It is indeed.
Number 24, Mitch Morris.
That's the 4th personal.
His 4th with the
And the 3rd team foul. And they'll go right in with the alley-up over the top to Edwards. Can't get the distance. Can't find that range. And now here comes Morris. He'll challenge right up the middle. A little scoop right around Edwards. Edwards will come away with it. Into Lazinski on the no-look. Beautiful pass. Lazinski almost couldn't see it coming and has to pull it back. And now Morris will come up against man-to-man pressure of Woodard and finally get under the rack and does what he does so well, and that's find his own shot, make his own shot. Edmonds Woodway clearing the bench. And there's a long Woodard 3, no good. Gay tried to come up with it, finally does, saves it inbound to Morris. It ends up almost finding himself a block away after sliding out of the gym. And that can't find the range from point blank, and will make a foul on Cole Bride. That'll go against Gay's 3rd personal foul. And now you get a whole bunch of substitutes. Trey Holland re-enters. Tillman obviously off the bench after nursing an injury, falling in on a hard foul on the other end. Nice to see him back off the bench healthy. You've got Jordan Rice and Noah Becker on the floor. Also, Eddie Sear comes back in. Down to Judd. Judd, a nice pass. Everybody flying high for Edmonds Woodway, and it's Jeffrey Smith. I'll respond. I thought that was Smith that made the basket. With the right hand, Becker thought he had it. He was already heading back down to play defense. Morris looking for anybody to help. Finally finds Brad out top. It's Sear guarding heavily in man-to-man pressure. Judd with the 2. Falls off the mark. Sear with the rebound. Now out to Rice. Rice, long lead pass to Tillman. Then a skip pass over Holland. And then Noah Becker for 3. Sometimes teams make it look easy. Edmonds Woodway doing that right now with 4 minutes to go here in the final contest of the afternoon at the 19th annual 2015 Mountlake Terrace High School Tournament. Not that far to 2016. Turn that tide tomorrow night. Becker to Rice. Couple of screens free up Rice for a little 12-foot jump shot, no good. Becker and Morris fighting over the rebound. It'll be Morris that comes up with it and a jump ball call. And the clock continuing to tick
Jump ball possession arrow to
on the
Snohomish.
dead ball thanks to the 69-28 lead. You'll just run it down at this point. McDaniel checks in for Morris. And now McDaniel takes over the point guard duties. Out to Judd. Judd will lift just inside the arc. No good. Got that one strong and off the mark. Here comes Becker. Becker, great job of defense by Responte to kind of poke that one away. They'll get it into Sear. Back to back. Give and go.
Henry Tillman.
Henry Tillman gets
Sear
the score.
with the
He's
assist.
on the board. Beautiful play. Good awareness by Sear to see Tillman coming in to the lane. Kick the ball out. Bride with it. That one too strong. Last 3 shots by Snohomish have been hard off the backside of the glass. And Holland just flicks it up there. Thinks he got fouled. No call. 2:24 to go and knocked away. Just
Last touch by the
outside the
Warriors.
reach
Panthers
of Jeffrey
basketball.
Smith and out of bounds. Panthers, next game, January 5th. Next week versus Kamiak, a 7:15 contest at Snohomish. Sear with the rebound. And then Thursday, the 7th, they play Mount Vernon at home. So 2 league games. This is when you start playing, or should be starting to play your best basketball. To start a league play, all the warm-ups out of the way. Here's Rice. Becker with the pump fake, reverse. Now a kick out to Rice. Now a 3-0. Smith with the rebound. Edmonds Woodway next Tuesday will play Arlington at Arlington, a 7:15 contest for Edmonds Woodway. That blocked by Holland. And then
Kobe McDaniel for 3.
3 for McDaniel. Looking down the rest of the schedule after Arlington, on the road to Linwood on Friday, January 8th for the Warriors, the 7:15 contest before they finally come home, their first home game of the run through the league, the 3A South Shorecrest, a 7:15 p.m. home game on Tuesday, January 12th.
Trey Holland.
And Trey Holland
for
drops
3.
in a 3 ball. Holland, our Adrenaline Sports fundraising player of the game. Yesterday's contest. Of course, we've got to have that in 26 seconds here. We'll get another one. Holland having a couple of ball games. And that'll do it. 74-31 the
Here's the end of the
final.
game. Our
The
final
3A
score, the
Edmonds Woodway Warriors victors. over the
Snohomish
4A
Panthers 31.
Snohomish Panthers. And they will again move on to play up at Arlington. Arlington, traditionally a pretty tough basketball school, has given Edmonds Woodway fits in the last few years, and not so much the case this year. Arlington down a bit. It'll be interesting to see how Edmonds Woodway does. Of course, favorites to win the Wesco 3A are Edmonds Woodway, although they had a state ranking at one point in time ranked 8th in the state of Washington. Struggled, got beat by Mountlake Terrace earlier, 74-72, back on December 17th. That one surprised a lot of people. And we'll see how they respond. Sometimes losing early and get that ranking off the table can really change things for a team. Allows them to just settle in, not really have to worry about so much about all the pressure and the rankings and all that stuff. Just get back to playing basketball. And we're trying to get our Adrenaline Sports fundraising player of the game over here to the broadcast table. We'll see if we can't get an answer to that. And here's the man right here, none other than David Woodard. David will throw the cans on and make sure you can hear me okay. And we'll look right over here to the camera. That's where we're at right now. It's kind of football style. You remember that? You've been there already once.
Yeah.
And we got Rice jumping in. He's our... I don't know what that was. Can you translate?
I don't know.
Crazy is what he is. There he goes. All right, Jordan Rice feeling pretty good after a win, a couple of wins here at the Terraceum. You've had a loss versus Mountlake Terrace already this year, one that most people didn't think was coming. How did that settle you down as far as, or did it change anything, that loss to Mountlake Terrace? You guys were ranked pretty high at one point in time, and now after a loss, you don't find yourself in that same spot.
No, it just made us hungrier, made us want to work harder, not let it happen again. It's good to have it happen then and later, so we know what we got to work on now. So it's good to have that happen early so we can just get better and make us hungrier.
You got to travel up to Arlington here in a week's time, and then you follow that with Linwood. Both those teams down a little bit, but probably not overlooked if you're in the locker room in an Edmonds Woodway jersey, is it?
We're just going to play our game. It doesn't matter who we play. We just want to come out, play our game.
You're pretty familiar with this whole Sound Live Sports Network player of the game thing because we've done this in the football. Do you have a preference? I mean, you're pretty good, obviously, having one player of the games in both sports, but is one a preference over another for you?
I like basketball more. It's more natural. I've been playing it longer. I mean, it's just that's my main sport.
And back in is the crazy guy behind us, Jordan Rice. One last question, David, I haven't even counted up your points. You had 17 at the half. You probably had close to that. Scoring just comes so natural to you. At one point in time in your basketball career, did you just feel that it's smooth and I know I can score the basketball whenever I want to?
Just my whole life. I mean, it's just natural. It's easy. I could always shoot. I just kept working, getting better, and then as I started getting bigger and stronger, I started realizing that I can do more, and I started passing up other people, and then just kept getting better.
Well, it's certainly fun to watch you play. A smooth cat right here. He's a guy that can score the basketball at will, and you saw probably the Herald article that came out not that long ago. How fun was that to do?
It was cool. Yeah, I never had something like that happen, so it was really cool.
All right. Well, our Adrenaline Sports fundraising player of the game can't be. I would be remiss if I did not get the picture with the big T-shirt here and show your pearly white. Oh, I didn't even have it. Got to get it upright. That's the problem. All right, David Woodard, our player of the game, our Adrenaline fundraiser player of the game. Congratulations. Job well done. 2 back-to-back wins for Edmonds Woodway here at the Terraceum. And let's just go ahead and count them up. We've got a little bit of time here. 17 at the half. And he put in another, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So finishing up 11 points, 31, 28? I must have missed a bucket there. 28 officially. They must have given him a bucket he didn't deserve. Nonetheless, a game-high 28, led all scorers, and it's pretty obvious that was our adrenaline fundraiser player of the game. So easy on the court is David Woodard. Makes defense look easy, makes offense look easy, and scores pretty much at will, either from inside or outside. So tests to come for both of these teams. Snohomish at home versus Kamiak and Mount Vernon. Tuesday and Thursday of next week. Edmonds Woodway, on the other hand, has to be on the road. They'll travel up to Arlington and then down to Linwood. Both games on the road before they have Shorecrest at home the following week, I believe on the 12th of January. Make sure you get to wescoathletics.com. They've got all of the scores and schedules there and readily available. We'll say goodnight. The final game of the afternoon is in the books, 74-31, the final Edmonds Woodway over Snohomish. Thanks to Angelo Camo, our director downstairs in the control room. Our executive producer is Teresa Whipple. I'm Keith Neely. For Steve Willits, thanks for staying with us all afternoon. We'll see you next week. Take care.